Yo, what's up guys? I'm Clinton and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'll be telling you about very good settings for your BlueStack 5 and how to optimize your BlueStack to be able to get the best gaming experience. For those of you gamers, stay tuned and let's go into the video. Okay, so once you're here, what you have to do is to launch your BlueStack. So we're going to launch the BlueStack so that the tags can be able to be displayed in the tags manager, because that is the next thing we'll be doing. Okay, I'm running it already. Okay. So what you will have to do now is you go over to your tags manager and you have to set, I'll just show you in your tags manager. You have to go over to details. You go over to details. So once you're here in details, you have to look for where it says HD player.exe. So you have to right click on this and then you set the priority. You set it to above normal. But if you are using above normal and you still experience that your game is having a little lag, then you have to set it, you have to boost it up to high. So on this one, we'll be leaving it on above normal. Yes, change priority. Then once we're done with this, we close this. Then we head over to our BlueStack. So once we're here in the BlueStack, what we will have to do is to go to the settings. There are 5 major settings you have to add to your BlueStack to get one of the best gaming experience. So what you will have to do here is your performance, your CPU allocation, or some of you might be using a system that has 12 cores, 16 cores, but on this system that I'm using for this record, I have just 4 cores. So I'll be leaving it on 2, like I'll be using 50% of that. Maybe if you have like 16, you can shoot it up to like 5 cores and you'll get a very good gaming experience. So here we'll be leaving it at 2 cores. Then here, we just have to leave this the way it is. And on your performance mode, you can leave it on high performance. So after you're done with this section, all this one, you don't need to toggle on all this. Then you go over to the next one, which is display. So on your display, the recommended resolution here is 1920 1080p. So we just have to click on that. But if you're using a very high-end PC, you can try to like go a little bit higher. But what is the recommendation on my system now? As we can see, is 1920 1080. Okay, and the pixel density, we'll just be leaving it at 240 dpi. So here you can use your system default, you can use your BlueStacks default, but here I'll be leaving it on my system default. Then you save changes and the changes will apply on your next launch, but don't close the app yet. You save your changes, then you don't have to restart it now. You go over to graphics, discard changes and leave this tab, discard changes. So on this tab, you have to leave this on performance, your graphics engine, and this you have to leave it on OpenGL. Okay, so for this part, the graphics render, you can use your OpenGL or you can use your DirectX, but if you're running some games like Call of Duty and the rest, and you launch your game, automatically the system will tell you it is going to switch from OpenGL to DirectX. Then you will just click on accept. But on the default, leave it on OpenGL. The interface renderer, leave it on auto. This ASTC textures, leave it on software decoding, and make sure the GPU in use, you have to check it. And you go to your device and leave all this on. You select your favorite speaker, microphone, and your camera. Then you go over to the next one, which is your game preference. Okay, on this part, there is nothing much to set. Then your advanced. Here, you don't need to toggle on all this. So I guess this is everything for your settings. And then you have to come over to this part that says about. Mind you, if you're using an old version of your Bluestacks, you have to come over to this section and click on updates. This will take a while. It will use like almost 500 megabytes to update or thereabout. So you make sure you update this, but mine is already in the latest version as of today. So you have to really do this. So once you're done with this, you have to close this section, close your Bluestack, and make sure to save all your changes while you're following the video. Then you close it. So the next thing you have to do now is to go over to your driver and you update your driver. So you have to go onto your search and you search device manager. So here your device manager is open, and you have to head over to your display adapters. Here I'm using my AMD Radeon Vega 8 graphics. Then you have to right click and you update your drivers. Once you click update drivers, you have to use search automatically for drivers. And once you're done with that, you close this tab. And there's another thing you have to do. The antivirus of our Windows system, most of the times it interrupts with our games. It interrupts with the Bluestacks. It makes some files to be missing. So this is very important. You have to deactivate it. But note, it's actually sometimes it automatically turns on by itself after several warnings. So this is how to turn off your antivirus. You go over to your search and you search for virus and threat protection. For those of you that are going to be doing this for the purpose of your Bluestack, then you come over to manage settings, and you can see here it says real-time protection. So on this section, you have to turn this off, and it's going to show you this real-time protection is off, leaving your device vulnerable. So noted. So you have to leave that off, but I will be leaving mine on because I don't have plans to use Bluestack for gaming. Then once you're done with this section, there's another thing you have to do. You have to go over to your control panel, and then you have to make sure that your Hyper-V service is turned off. So this is how to do it. You go to your search, you head over to your control panel, you head over to your control panel. Here in your control panel, you will search for you will click on uninstall a program, and then you will click turn Windows features on or off. So once you're here, it's load for a while. As you can see here, my Hyper-V is it's turned on, it's turned off already. If yours is on, if yours is checked, you have to uncheck it, and then you click OK. And once you do this, once you uncheck it and click OK, they will require you, it requires you to automatically restart your system. So after doing all this, then at the end of the whole process, what you have to do is follow the prompt of your Hyper-V and restart your system, or you can actually just go and restart it yourself. So guys, this is everything for this video. If you find this video helpful or it helped you boost your gameplay and you got a better gameplay and smooth gameplay, you can hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I really appreciate that. Thank you. See you on the next one.